Coach, just your thoughts on the bracket.
Well, I texted Clip this morning and said I just wanted to make sure all the media could work on Memorial Day. I know you guys thought you were going to have an off day last week, so want to make sure of that. No, I'm super pumped for our guys. A week ago, we were dead in the water, and the way our guys came together, I just told them of all the teams that have ever made regionals at East Carolina, in my opinion, at least the ones I've been a part of as a player and now a head coach, this team's got no pressure. We've been under pressure the entire season, and this is icing on the cake, and we'll be able to go out there and play our best baseball. So I get chill bumps thinking about it because our guys played awesome this week.
What changed as far as that goes? I mean, they did play awesome all week.
Stuff for the team to know and for us to just go out there and play good, and for you guys to watch us play good and just say, hey, man, whatever they did, it worked out. So
you just mentioned the no pressure there. I mean, what does that do for you moving forward?
It just allows it to play free. I mean, we didn't see a group that played under any kind of pressure this week. And I mean, they've been criticized. They've had a ton of adversity. I mean, the injuries that we've had this year, it's pretty comparable to how it was in 17. But in 17, we got healthy at the conference tournament. This group never got healthy. I mean, Braxton Trammell's still out. 2 weekend rotation guys haven't thrown a pitch. I could keep going down the list of the guys banged up. Ryley Johnson, I mean, the most he's played was this past week for the entire year. The guy's a Gold Glove Award winner. So anything that could go wrong, and plus all the drama and mess that I had to deal with internally with this group, it's been a lot. And I don't need any sympathy for it by any means, but it's just super rewarding. As Larry Knight, AK's dad, saw me down the first baseline, he goes, this one probably means more than any. It does, because of what we've been through, and just, man, I feel like I've aged 10 years this year just coaching this season. And it's a young group. It's an inexperienced group, but they're not young and inexperienced anymore because they played the entire season, and they are playing free, and it's just great to see. And I would say Braden Burris and Ryley Johnson, what they did, but it's not just the stuff they do in the batter's box or on the defense. It's the way they pulled the group together, the position player group, and, man, they competed their tails off.
You mentioned strong motivation from being the lower seed entering a tournament.
No. I mean, we expect excellence at East Carolina. And for any fan that thinks we don't work hard every day at that, or any media person, then you're not living the life that we live every single day. As I told Jeff Palumbo and AK before we walked over here, hey, enjoy this. I'm trying to enjoy it because it has been a hard year in many ways. But the guys pulled together when they had to, and it was super fun, man. And I wish all you guys could have been in the dugout to see it, because it was a very, very close-knit group.
You mentioned Ryley and Braden. Jake Hunter, also a guy you singled out yesterday, as helping pull this team together. What did those guys do to get this group to keep fighting?
Well, I think Ryley, it's just tough to lead when you're hurt. And you've got to be an exceptional leader if you can do that. But he leads a lot by just the toughness and the energy he brings on the field. He was able to do that this week. Jake Hunter probably is a guy that doesn't necessarily like a conflicting conversation, but I think when it got down to the end before the conference tournament, it's like, hey, I really don't care about anybody else's feelings. Like, hey, this is what we're going to do. And Igo wants to talk about the beach time and stuff. We heard no negative complaints from the players. It was just like, hey, we're super focused on winning the championship. We still got breath to breathe to play in the postseason, and let's do it. So they literally had 0 seconds of pool time or beach time this past week for 7 days.
Going to Conway, fairly close to East Carolina, just how important is it to have the fans out there?
Super important. I mean, it was awesome yesterday hearing the purple gold chants. I was so happy I didn't have to hear whatever the green wave chants. So we heard a lot of purple and gold, so that was cool.
I was just saying, initial thoughts on the Forage Stick program, getting myself.
We're just happy to play. I mean, look, I'm sure a lot will be said about how good Florida is, how talented, and that's great, and they are good. Sully's a great coach. I mean, he's won a national championship. We're still happy to be playing baseball, and we're just going to go out there and compete really hard.
Braden Burris being a Green Central guy just like yourself. I mean, you mentioned it too. It's not just in the batter's box, but the way he's matured just in his freshman season. What can you say about BB?
Well, he really came into his own from a leadership perspective, in my opinion. I mean, we were facing South Florida. One of their pitchers yelled some kind of obscene things after he struck one of our guys out. And so I was talking to the hitters in the middle of the game about what our approach needed to be moving forward. And Braden just grabbed and said, hey, no way that guy's going to finish the game, with him saying that to us after I got done talking. And I was like, hell yeah, I like that, and just kept walking. So,
does he play like his dad at all? Does he do anything that reminds you of him?
Brad was a different player. Braden's faster, shorter, more athletic. Brad was a pitcher, third baseman, could hit for more power than Braden, even though he did hit a big home run for us in the conference tournament. So, but Braden's just been a smart plug. He's tough, man. He puts together tough at bats even when he doesn't get a hit.
Is there any chance Braxton could be back this weekend or TBD?
Probably not this weekend. I would say, if we were fortunate enough to play in a super regional, that'd be an outside shot.
Just talk a little bit about what it means to be back in the NCAA regionals for you personally and for this team.
We've talked about it a lot, the adversity that we have had this year. We're super excited. We're going to have the rest of the day off, and then tomorrow we're going to get back to work, keep stacking days, and get ready for it.
What do you think of the matchups when you look at Florida first and then you go from there?
We ain't worried about nobody. I mean, they're obviously great teams. It's a great regional that we're going to be in, but if we play our brand of baseball like we have seen, we can beat anybody in the country. We just got to keep believing, keep, having that passion, and, we got to fly around. We got to be who we are and play Pirate baseball.
What have you told the younger guys about what it takes to win at this stage in the season?
Like I said, you just got to keep believing. When you believe and you got all the guys in the clubhouse constantly saying, we believe, we believe, we believe, eventually they'll start believing. And that's exactly what happened at the conference tournament. We started believing, things started clicking, and we are one group, we are one family, and it showed this weekend.
Ryley, Coach G gave you and Jake Hunter the credit for kind of galvanizing this group. I mean, what did you say to these guys before you all went to Clearwater?
Man, it's kind of like a loss of words because it is super special what this team has gone through. You learn from failure. You don't look at the past. You only learn from it, and that's what we've been doing. Me and Jake have constantly been talking in their ear. Like, success isn't easy. Winning championships isn't easy, but at the very end, winning a championship is fun. So I think they've seen the light at the end of the road, but we ain't done yet, and we're excited for it.
You've been through a lot this year. How much has it meant to you to just will yourself out there?
Well, I told Coach G, I was like, hey, I'll play Thursday at USF just to keep my body moving, and then I was like, I'm gonna play every single game in the conference tournament, no matter what happens, because I make an impact on the team, and a lot of other people do as well. But being on the field with them is a big momentum swing.
How's the body holding up right now?
A little banged up, gotta go get some treatment, but I'm ready. I'm ready.
What's it mean to play in a regional so close that Pirate fans can get to them?
I was talking to somebody earlier. I was like, man, it would be awesome. Like the ACC, like their tournament is right there, the Durham Bulls, and Florida. I mean, we had a bunch of people travel 10+ hours there, but like it's packed out. We're gonna have a bunch of Pirate fans there at Coastal, and super excited.
You're used to always hosting a regional. Here, only one time in your career you were on the road at Charlottesville. But what type of mentality do you have to have when you're on the road instead of at Clark LeClaire?
Hey, we just gotta block out all the nonsense all the chirping. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of chirping and stuff, but we gotta focus on us. Gotta focus one step at a time, one pitch at a time. And if we do that, we'll be in good hands.
What makes this year's team different from other Pirate teams you played for?
There's a lot. We do talk about a bunch of like younger guys, and it does play a role here and there with experience. But the way they have learned from the beginning of the year to where they're at now, they've matured. They've learned what success is and what hard work is, and it carried on into the conference tournament, and it'll carry on into the regional.
Well, you guys have us against the world mentality right now.
Nah, we have faced all the adversity. The only people that believed us were, the fans that came to Clearwater and other fans as well. But the people that believed the most were the people in the clubhouse, and that's all that matters to us. And we just got to block out all the noise.
Thanks, Ryley.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryley.
Yeah. So you just talk about what it means to you and for this team to be going through a regional.
Yeah, it's exciting, carrying on that tradition, carrying on that standard. I know we didn't have the season that we wanted to, but, we really came together this last week and put it all together.
Coach G has given you and Ryley a lot of the credit for galvanizing this group and getting them ready to go on the run y'all did. What did you say to this team to get them to play the way you guys did?
It was really just taking one game at a time. Doesn't matter who we're playing. If we play together, we can beat anybody, no matter how frustrating it can be, because when you play like Pirates, it can be frustrating for the other team. So I thought we did a good job this past week of doing that.
What were you thinking just when you saw Conway up there and then East Carolina flashed on that TV screen?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be rowdy. You know, we get to play Florida, who's a great team. I mean, big brand, so it's gonna be exciting. You know, I mean, every team that's in a regional is always good, so it's gonna be fun.
You pitching all 4 games. How's the arm feeling? How important is it to get treatment and make sure you're good to go?
Yeah, obviously, yesterday I was pretty tired, but I mean, I just wanted to close out the game. But I mean, I'm pretty sore today. I'll be fine by Friday. I'm not too worried about that.
What have you told younger guys on the team as far as what the mental approach has to be at this time of year?
It's really like we watched the movie on Monday. It's survive in advance, whatever it takes. You know, winning this pitch every inning, every at bat matters.
How much different does this day feel compared to maybe past year for you as a senior and getting all your abilities? You didn't know you would be at this point, you know, this time wise.
It's definitely a lot more sweet. I mean, I think in years past we came into Clearwater, you know, expecting this day, but I mean, nobody really believed in us except for ourselves, and you know, it's definitely a great memory to have. You know, me and Ryley getting to experience this together again.
You're used to the 1 seed pressure of hosting in Greenville here at Clark LeClaire, but to be the 3 seed, what do you think that kind of does for you guys in terms of not everybody's looking at you or expectations wise? Does that give you more confidence, or how do you feel about it?
Right. I mean, I think all year nobody's thought we were really good, and then going into the tournament, we were the 6th seed, and you know, we thought we were good. We knew we could put it together, and we did, and so we're excited. You know, no pressure. We're gonna play fun. You know, other teams might take it really serious, but we're not. We're gonna have a blast.